Hey guys, how you doing? I just want to have a little chat about something that's come up a few times on the mat and off the mat in the last couple of months, and that is your performance when you're training. So, a very learned and wise ex-student and very good friend of mine, Phil Grapsis at the Leverage Academy in Melbourne. I can thank him, and I'm sure he can thank somebody for this little gem, which is that nobody wins at training. Yeah, no one's keeping score, possibly except you. Yeah, so we all have ups and downs, and at the Gracie Academy they have a saying called it's called the Jiu-Jitsu roller coaster. Yeah, and anyone that's been training for more than 3 months or more than 6 months, yeah, is going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, is that in a lot of ways, Jiu-Jitsu, especially your training, reflects what's going on in your personal life. If you're rushed, you're crazy, you're running around, life's mad that day or that week, and you've got loads on at work, and then you can barely make it to training, and then oh man, I forgot to wash my gi, or I forgot my gi pants, and it's like just chaos. And then you get on the mat, and then like you have a good training session, but you're kind of frazzled the whole time, and like nothing kind of fits together, and it's hard to like make sense. I'm like, oh man, I can't believe I forgot this technique already, and you leave like you'll leave feeling better. But if you look just solely at that particular workout, or maybe like the entire week's like that, and that's common, is that like day to day can change, but it's really common that we get into like a crazy busy week, right? Or even like longer. It can be like a whole month. Yeah, where things aren't working, maybe you're fighting with the wife or girlfriend or whatever's going on. There's always something that's impacting on you. And Jiu-Jitsu is amazing because it's the place where we can go to kind of release these kind of frustrations, not by like trying to hurt our partner or anything like that. It's just a good workout. It's something physical, and it occupies our mind and distracts us momentarily from all that stuff, so we can kind of find like a bit of a 0 point to chill out with. But don't gauge yourself by your wins and losses on your mats in the academy, because like some weeks you're going to be on and some weeks you're going to be off, and that's totally fine. It's a part of it, and both Jocko and I think it was Goggins as well, it's like 80% of getting better is just turning up. Yeah, 80% of winning is just turning up. Yeah, like you don't feel like it, but you go anyway. Like you're going to be learning, even if your mind is elsewhere and there's a lot of stuff going on. It's better to train than not train, yeah? Unless you're like really seriously injured or something like that, yeah? Then by all means, like rest your injury if it's serious and things like that, or ask your coach, say, hey, look, like I've injured my knee, like I feel like I want to train, like is there a way I can modify my training so that so I can keep training, and you can, you get with the right partner, I mean, I've done it dozens of times in my career. So if you have a bad day on the mat, if things are not going great for you, if you have a bad week on the mat, you just can't get it together, personal life's interrupting your training, it doesn't matter. You're training for life, yeah? Like you want to train until you're 80 years old. Yeah, set that as your goal. So like, what does this week or two matter? Yeah, it matters whether you train or not, because like, like by going to training even though you don't feel like it, and you boost your endorphins and you feel better afterwards, then you have a little bit of clarity in the drive on the way home, and if you are fighting with the wife or whatever's going on, then when you go home you're going to be a little bit calmer, and you'll be able to approach the situation with a clearer head than if you hadn't trained, because for a lot of people, especially guys, the alternative is they go to the pub and they have a couple of beers and they come home, and then you're not going to say or do the right things, and it's going to exacerbate everything. So jiu-jitsu for a lot of people is a positive way to go socialize, especially for guys. I can't really speak for women, but like for guys, the usual kind of Aussie thing is to go to the pub, you know, and your mates, when they're pissed, aren't probably going to give you the best advice. You're going to go home, things are going to blow up at home. It's not going to be great, yeah? So for any of you struggling on the mat at the moment, just keep doing the good things. Eat well, sleep well, train. Don't focus on the result, yeah? Don't look forward, oh my God, I've got my blue belt grading coming up and I've got all this stuff going on. No, whatever it is, yeah, right? Leave it. That's not the time for that, yeah? Right, now is the time for just turning up, going through the motions, yeah? And there'll be weeks like this in every year for the rest of your life on the mat, yeah? It doesn't matter. What matters is turning up and going through the motions. Eat well, sleep well, keep training, keep doing the things, look after yourself. If you shave, shave, get yourself a haircut, make sure you're washing your clothes, do all the basic things, yeah, that when you pop out of it are really, really important. Anyway, so, and the great wise words of Phil Grapsis, yeah, no one wins at training, it's just training, yeah, win at life instead. See you guys, bye.